Right. Okay. This is fine.
What a way to celebrate children there. Welcoming you on the show, Weekend Sports on Trust TV. Adeni Ajishafe. It's time to take you around the world of sports. Well, we just have to celebrate the children. Happy Children's Day. And that's why we have to give you those clips there. The kids are really thriving. When it comes to sport in Nigeria, the young shall grow. They start from somewhere and they begin to develop before they turn professionals. Well, we'll be talking concerning sport about children today, and we'll be showcasing young men also in the studio. But before then, let's quickly run through some stories in the world of sport that happened during the week, like reviewing the week for you there. Quickly, we start with the women waffle. Waffle will be taking place in Ghana. We have Nigerian team, the Falconers are there in Ghana, and right now their coach says we are in Ghana to lift trophy. According to Coach Christopher Danjuma, I want his ladies to do well in this competition. After all, they scored 13 goals in 2 matches. against the Nigeria Republic and also against Togo, and now they'll be facing Burkina Faso on Sunday. And right now, they will be playing at the Papa Joe Stadium in Ghana, precisely in Kumasi. And right now, they have told these girls that we are here for the trophy and we want to go back home to Nigeria with the trophy. Good one there for Nigerian Falconer for the fact that they were able to do well in this competition, winning 2 matches with 13 goals there. Just giving you an update concerning what happened during the week, where the ladies made us proud. They were able to win their game against Togo by 6-0 after defeating the Nigeria Republic 7-0. Their congrats to them, and they will be facing Burkina Faso. They want to make it all victory in the 3 games they'll be playing. Although they've qualified for the semi-finals, and now they are battle ready against Burkina Faso. During the week also, we talk about a Nigerian young boy who actually did well by skipping. His name is Philip Solomon. Let's look at that particular record that was broken. He also has actually edged his name with Guinness World Record, confirms Nigerian student Philip Solomon's feat in rope skipping. Solomon actually skipped about 153 skips in 30 seconds. Let's look at that record set by Phil Solomon, joining another Nigerian there. Phil Solomon, 17-year-old pupil of Oyemekun Grammar School, Akure, Ondo State, holder for most skips on 1 foot in 30 seconds. On January 24, Solomon officially recorded 153 skips on 1 foot in 30 seconds to outdo former record holder Russell Islam of Bangladesh, whose record was 105. Solomon was inspired by the previous holder of this record, Islam there. After seeing a video of his record attempt, he has been training to achieve the record and honored to attend the skipping world championship. Well, good one. He also joined another Nigerian that attends Ijaku High School in Akure, Ondo State. His name is Benga Ezekiel, who was in February declared the world record holder for most skips on 1 leg in 1 minute, with 265 skips to increase Nigerian's rope skipping Guinness World Record to 2. There, good one for Nigerian young boys and girls, really doing well in sports, celebrating Nigerian children, really for what they've done. This is Philip Solomon. He has been given that confirmation by Guinness World Record for the fact that he was able to skip 155 times in 30 seconds, breaking the record of the Bangladesh Islam there, who actually skipped 145. Congrats to both of them, Benga Ezekiel and also Philip Solomon, for being able to do this. We will all celebrate our Nigerians in whatever they do, and really in rope skipping, they've also edged their name in gold. Hopefully, we'll see more Nigerians breaking more records. After all, we are focusing on Nigerian children in sport today, celebrating the kids while they celebrate their day as children's day across Nigeria. But right now, we just talk about the skipping rope legends. We're talking about the 2 Nigerians, Philip Solomon and Benga Ezekiel. Right now, we go to that segment where we actually talk about Nigerians who have actually been in the game in different sports. This time around, we'll be looking at a Nigerian player in rugby who is really doing well. When it comes to rugby, we can actually tag him legend in the game of rugby. Nuhu Ibrahim for you.
My name is Nuhu Ibrahim. I'm captain of Kano State Rugby, and I've been in rugby like 15 years now, and I try coach in Kano State. Rugby done a lot for me because in rugby I go around the globe, I travel around, and I've been in many countries because of rugby. And rugby is everything for me because rugby teach me a lot of things that I couldn't imagine. And I will not forget that the guys that, with me in rugby, and the coach that bringing me into rugby and teach me a lot how to play rugby. Many things that I stopped because of rugby, because when I start playing rugby, I don't even have a time to, go do some other things like, go follow like bad friends, go with friends somewhere that, it's not going to help you. And rugby, when I go to rugby, so I start playing rugby from, I think maybe 2 to 6 p.m. then before I come back from rugby. So when I come back, I will not have a chance to, start doing something like bad things and think that is not going to help me. When I start playing 2007, 2008, then I start playing the game. When we go to match, and I will not play. I will not play the game. The only thing I go there, I will go there and watch. You know, I become like a ball boy. So from there, 2008, then middle of the year, then they start putting me in the game. Maybe when they play first half, in the second half, they'll put me and play the game. So from there, I start playing the game. Then I even received a best player on that year because I play like 3 positions in that year. And from there, little by little, then, you know, everywhere they are going, then I will go together with them, and I become a best player on that moment. I started playing with the Black Stallions, I think 2011 in Dubai. So on that moment, I was a little boy, you know, I was playing like, I played the game like magic in Dubai. I was in the team, I'm the smallest one. So, but I did a lot of things, you know, in the Black Stallions. We have the foreign players that are from England, USA, that they are playing with the Black Stallions by then. Yeah, I started playing for Brazil team 2007, 15 May 2007. That's when I started playing the rugby. Then the tournament I could remember that we won, you know, is that 2017 Lagos Sevens. So I could not forget that, you know, we won that, you know, back to back, we won. And the team that we play like, they have many teams in Lagos, then from North. So I think we beat everybody in that tournament. Then we took the cup on that time. So the other thing I will not forget, the national team that we play 2019 in Ghana. So we won the President Cup against Côte d'Ivoire. So I will not forget that moment, because, you know, I'm so happy, because, you know, to leave Nigeria to go to another country to beat a big club and big guys, you know, like Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, you know, it's a big challenge. And I thank God for that, and we won the game. And on that game, there is no one got injury. Everyone is happy. The guys, all of them, they're very happy because of that tournament. So we bring the cup back home. When I was a small boy, I played Langa, and I was scoring a lot. Langa is a very nice game, you know. Langa with American football, I think, is similar, because in Langa, Rua is the guy. When they say that guy is Rua, so my teammate, we are going to protect that guy, because we don't want anybody to touch him. So maybe it's a pole that we mentioned that is the scoring post or a tree. So we are going to push everybody, so that he will get a chance to go and score. So in American football, it's similar with the Langa, because in American football, the guy that hold the ball. So in Langa, we call him Rua. American football with rugby is different, because, you know, in American football you can pass anywhere. You can pass front, back, side, whatever you want. You know, you can throw it, you know, far anywhere you want. But in rugby, we only pass side, backward, you know, and you cannot pass in front, because if someone is in front of you, you can't give him the ball. That's the difference between rugby and American. And in rugby, you cannot hit someone with leg. You cannot hit someone with hand. You cannot, you know, try to, you know, hit him with your knee. But in rugby, it's only shoulder that we try to tackle, with shoulder. So you cannot, and with the shoulder you cannot tackle someone in his neck. Do you understand? So it's only from your chest down. So you cannot tackle someone on head or hit someone with hand, or like what American football they are doing. So we cannot do that in rugby. Yeah, exactly. That's why people are scared, because maybe if they are watching professional rugby in television, they'll see the guys are very big, they're very huge. And even though if you're smaller, big, you have your position. So if you come to the rugby, you will see that you have a position, and even though if you are big, you have your position, small, you have your position. Like me, I play like 3 positions. I play 9, 10, and 15. So that 9, we call it in rugby, is a fly half, and 9 is a scrum half. So 15 is a fullback. So that 9 is the ball distributor. He will put the ball in the scrum and pass to the 10. 10 is a fly half. Him too is a distributor. So 15 is a fullback, the man at the back. So maybe when your opponent kick the ball, so you are behind, you can catch the ball, and you will do some other magic with the ball. So I think even though if you are small, you can come and join rugby. Rugby is a very good game. It's a very interesting game. When you start playing, I start playing football before I join rugby. Because when I start playing football, I don't even go to Savangari. But when I start playing rugby, I go all around the globe, all these African country, I go to them like I go to Kaduna or Zaria. Rugby in Nigeria is not like other sport in Nigeria, like football and other basketball and other sport, because rugby is not that much popular and people don't recognize rugby like other sports in Nigeria. The only thing the rugby need now is, I think, sponsorship, like what the other countries are doing, like South Africa and other countries. You see them, most of them is companies that are taking care of them, sponsoring them, doing everything for them. But here, I think you will see is, I think they will say it's a government that is going to try to maybe take care of this. But now, for example, now when we go to Ghana, Rugby League Ghana 2022, that is last year, we won a tournament, like a big tournament that maybe even the soccer, I think it's been a long time that they didn't score that kind of game. We qualified for the World Cup, pre-qualified for World Cup 2025 in France. So that was the game we played last year. So, and again, I think on September we are going back to South Africa to go and participate in South Africa. So if we win there, I think we are going direct to France 2025. So in rugby, if you come to join rugby, rugby, we go all over the world. So even very soon, they are going to start bringing the under 18, 16 to start playing for Nigeria, because now, like I'm saying now, so the female now, they are going to start playing they are going to start playing for the Nigeria. They are going for the Olympic qualifier, I think, in this year. So even though you are a female, boys, you can come. You are highly welcome. It's been long that Barrier Rugby Club has been winning the games in Nigeria, because wherever we go, people are scared of Barrier Rugby Club, because what we are doing, is not all the people, all the teams that are playing in Nigeria, nobody that have the basics that we have, because the person that we have that is taking care of the Barrier, his name is Martin Crawford. He's doing a lot of things. He's a coach and he's a mentor for us. We won rugby league, Northern Rugby Leagues, 2019, 2020, 2023, even 2018. So we are the one who won the Rugby Northern League in North and back-to-back champions in Nigeria.
Always good to celebrate sportsmen out there. For the young ones who are really growing the world of sport, that's an inspiration coming from Nuhu Ibrahim, the captain of Barewa Rugby Club in Kano there. Congrats to the fact that he has been able to use rugby to turn his life around. Well, for the fact that we celebrated the kids today, we'll be running the show with two younger men in the studio. Let me call them men right now. I have Amir Ibrahim. Good to have you, Amir.
Thank you. Good morning and happy Children's Day.
Yes, and I have Oluwatomisin Bello. Good to have you.
Thank you. Good morning. Happy Children's Day.
Happy Children's Day, celebrating the young ones out there for the fact that they are into sport. Let me start with you guys. Do you do any sport?
Yeah, football.
Football. Wow. What about you?
Also football.
Also football. You guys look taller than me. Anyway, we support any club?
Yes, I do.
Which club?
Chelsea.
I expect that, of course. Chelsea, right?
Yes.
What about Tomisi?
Man U.
Manchester United. Okay, well, we'll be talking about that. Let me quickly run through some stories. We'll quickly look at some stories in the world of sport. We talk about boxing. Tyson Fury really wants to fight Anthony Joshua, but right now Tyson Fury offers Anthony Joshua a September fight deal at Wembley in England. He wants to make sure he fights it because he wants this particular fight to see the light of the day. According to Tyson Fury in his tweet, he said, well, right now he doesn't want to make any more video. All he wants is for Joshua to accept the contract and let them make it happen, because this is the fight that the whole world want to see. We are waiting to see that, because in this 2024, they are looking at maybe, or even 2023, if they can have that fight between himself and Alexander Usyk, and also Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua in Saudi Arabia. But so far, he wants this particular fight between himself and Anthony Joshua by September. We're waiting to hear from the camp of Anthony Joshua. Maybe he will accept the offer, or he will say, no, I don't want to fight you. Let's see what happens concerning that particular fight between Anthony Joshua and the Gypsy King, as they call him. That's Tyson Fury. Away from that story, let's quickly come back to Nigeria as we talk about the Federation's Cup. Federation's Cup right now, they've actually been able to see the team that will be playing in the quarterfinals in the Federation's Cup. Teams have started the journey from round of 64 to 32, round of 16, but now we have 8 teams left. Let's look at those teams. Bender Insurance will be fighting against Sunshine Stars, Lobby against Warri Wolves, a big one between Plateau United and Kwara United in the battle of the North Central there. Doma United will be playing against Rangers International. Those are the 8 teams that will be fighting for honors in the men's Federation's Cup. For the women, it's Bayelsa Queens versus Rivers Angels, because the 2 teams actually won their semi-final games, and those 2 teams will be playing in the women's final there. Just give you updates, and now let's go to the MPFL as we quickly look at the statistics rolled out by the MPFL media concerning how the game went for this season. Abridged league, combined total number of matches played, 180, 90 in each group. We have Group A and B. Combined total number of wins, 124, 60 wins in Group A, 64 in Group B. And also have matches won at home, 99 matches, 44 in Group A and 55 in Group B. Matches won away, you have 16 in Group A and also 9 in Group B, while matches drawn, you have 56 in total, while you have 30 and 26 in Group A and B. Combined total number of goals scored, 380 goals were scored in the MPFL Abridged League, 187 in Group A and 193 in Group B. A lot of goals were scored in Group B there. Combined average goal per match, that's 2 plus, and you have combined total number of goals scored by home teams. Home teams score 153, 121 in Group A and 132 in Group B. And you look at goals scored by away teams in the Abridged League, 127 in all, and you also have penalties awarded, 18 penalties, 3 in Group A, and you have 15 penalties that were actually played in Group B. Total number of goals for penalties, 16 out of the 18, and you have total number of penalties not scored, 2, all from Group B. Well, that's a good one. Looking at the statistics of the MPFL, home goals that were scored were 10, 4 in A and 6 in B. Overall higher goal scorer, that's 14 by Obioma Chukwemeka of Enyimba International in Group A. And in Group B is Robert Mizole of Christian of Bayelsa United with 9 goals. Combined total number of cautions, 692, where you have 373 in Group A and 319 in Group B. Expulsions from the game, that's red card. You have 25 in all, 10 in A and 15 in B. Well, best attacking team, Plateau United, 26 goals they scored in Group A, and you have Rivers in Group B with 24 goals. Overall, worst defensive team actually went to Dakada FC. They conceded 29 goals in Group B. El Kanemi Warriors actually conceded 28 in Group A. Match day 18 games with 34 points, 22 goals scored and 11 goals against, having plus 11 and superior goals difference. Overall, highest match day leaders. Actually, Bende Insurance did that with 16 in Group A, and you have Lobby Stars with 8 in Group B. Well, just to give you the statistics of the MPFL Abridged League that just ended, where 6 teams qualified for the Super 6 in the teams like Remo Stars, Rivers United, not forgetting the likes of Lobby Stars, Sunshine Stars, Rivers United actually making it. Congrats to them all. We just have to roll out those numbers for you to understand what is happening in the MPFL. Well, Nigeria will be facing Brazil. That will be a match that will be coming up today by 7 p.m. NFF president is right now talking to the team, that is Flying Eagles. Go for victory against Brazil. We defeated Dominican Republic 2-1 in our first game in our group. We also defeated Italy 2-0. And now be facing Brazil tonight by 7 p.m. over there at the Estadio La Plata. Well, from the way it is, Nigerians can't wait to see what would they be doing against Brazil there. Let me use that to start with the young men in the studio, although maybe I should call you guys boys. Okay, Amir Ibrahim,
yes.
I'm sure you've been following the Flying Eagles.
Yes.
The first game, they played 2-1. Second game, 2-0 against Italy. Were you expecting them to beat Italy so easy?
Not really. I was expecting them to maybe lose the match or draw. But seeing the fact that we played really well, though in the second half we weren't playing as good as we were in the first. But I'm happy to see that the Flying Eagles
did well.
Yes.
Now they will be playing against Brazil today. Do you expect them to also win?
No. But
Serious?
I hope that we win.
Okay.
Today. Yes.
You don't want to be too pessimistic now, but you are afraid of Brazil, I guess.
Yes, because their first team, their first team is a very strong team. So I believe that under 20 team also be very good.
Oh, but if you look at it, Tomisi, now let me come to you. We defeated Brazil, Italy defeated Brazil 3-2. We beat Italy 2-0. And now, according to Amir is scared of Brazil, and we're going to be playing Brazil today. Do you think our boys can do well against Brazil?
They can try, but I don't think they are going to win.
Why are you guys so scared of Brazil? You are scared of Brazil too? Seriously? But you say you play football. Which wing do you play?
I play the right back.
Right back. Okay. Is this how gentle you are when you're playing football? You are very aggressive. So, if you are playing as a right back, and if you are being asked to pick a right back in the world that you like most, can you pick one player in the world?
It's between 2 players. I'll say Trent Alexander-Arnold and Cancelo.
Cancelo and Arnold. Trent Arnold. So pick one.
For me, Arnold can give crosses in with his in foot, while Cancelo can give with his out foot.
So who are you pitching your tent with?
Cancelo.
Cancelo. Okay, it's going for Cancelo. Now, the Chelsea man, we've been talking with the young men in the studio, although celebrating the children of Nigeria. Today's Children's Day, and we just have to bring them to the studio to talk about sport. A lot of Nigerian young ones don't follow Nigerian sport, but we need to really cultivate that culture by allowing us to follow Nigerian sport. We've been talking about the MPFL, we talk about so many things concerning Nigeria. You saw there a young Nigeria going into rope skipping, and was able to break that record. You say you play football too.
Yes, I do.
Which wing do you play?
Right winger.
Both of you. Okay, so pick your best player in your wing.
Okay, my best player in my wing will be Hakim Ziyech. Not that he's showing really good form in Chelsea, but when he plays for Morocco, and also when he played in Ajax. He was a very good player, and he's still a very good player. So I like how he plays, and I like his style. And I try to imitate him during my matches.
So when you're playing, you imitate the edge?
Yes.
Do you call, actually, you don't have any Nigerian player that you follow?
Yeah, I like Ahmed Musa.
I expect that also. What about you?
Osimhen.
Osimhen, Victor. Well, at least you see celebrating our own. They like Oluwatomisi like Osimhen, while Amir Ibrahim likes Ahmed Musa, the captain of Super Eagles. We've been talking with them concerning Nigerian sport. We need to celebrate Nigerian children. They've really done it when it comes to sports. Different sports that Nigerian children have really participated in: football, in basketball, not forgetting handball, different sport in rugby, different sport that they've participated. And you talk about the children, well, we just have to appreciate what they have been doing, because the young shall grow, as we say. From being children, they grow to become adults and also professionals in athletics, be it in football, be it in basketball, be it in table football, in fact, or board football as they call it, and in different sports they find themselves: taekwondo, hockey, different sports that actually abide in Nigeria. We really need to appreciate the children, because they start from the very young age to become adults and professionals in the world of sport. And it's always good to catch them young, especially at the grassroots level. And that's why today we are really focusing, celebrating Nigerian children in sport. We've seen situations where a lot of Nigerian young men and women have represented this country, be it in table tennis. We have a Nigerian at the age of 14 representing Nigeria in table tennis junior. We also have the likes of Ilomo Kodri representing Nigeria in tennis. Not forgetting even the gymnastics, the gymnasts representing Nigeria in South Africa in different competitions. We have the future Eagles already as we speak on their way to Japan to represent Nigeria in the future competition there. They call them future Eagles, under 14, under 15 players playing football. We really need to celebrate the children for what they are doing in the world of sport. Now, as we've been talking with Amiru and Oluwatomisi in the studio, you see these young boys and girls being showcased on TV, on the screen there. They are into different sports. I'm sure you started like this too. Apart from football, which other sport do you do?
Okay, I run.
An athlete?
Yes. And then I also play basketball.
But okay, also you actually have the height. And Tomisi too, you are very tall. So you do play basketball?
I play basketball a little, but I'm into volleyball.
Volley, okay. So you guys are splitting this time around. So you are into basketball, you are into volleyball. You play it just for fun, or you compete in your school team?
For fun.
For fun. What about you?
Well, for the basketball part, I don't really compete in my school team, but for the running part and the football part, yeah, I'm part of my school team.
You are part of the school team.
Yes.
Have you ever gone for any competition?
Yes, but unfortunately, we hardly win our matches.
You don't win most of your games that you go for?
Yes.
Okay, but that's at least some extent you still want to play more.
Yes.
Okay, now let me digress a bit. Apart from volleyball, basketball, football, do you follow, I'm not saying the one you participate now, do you follow any other sport in Nigeria? No. What about you?
No, not really.
Not really. And I'm sure you guys are very focused with foreign football. Let's agree with that. Yes. You are Chelsea, is Man U. Do you follow Nigerian football teams? Maybe Plateau United, Eyimba?
No, not really. But I do support Kano Pillars and Remo Stars.
Oh, that's a good one. Kano Pillars, Remo Stars. What about Tomisi? You don't just like them, right? Why?
Honestly, I don't know.
You don't follow them at all. Okay, despite that, at least we'll see Nigerians. But right now, you say you follow Kano Pillars and Remo Stars.
Yes.
Kano Stars are playing the NNL, Remo Stars are playing the MPFL. Remo Stars will be playing in the Super 6 to fight for the championship winner. Do you think your team can win? Let me call them your team now.
Yes, they can.
They can.
Yes.
Okay, let me take you guys to the foreign league that you are more conversant with. We've been talking with the young lads in the studio. Oluwatomisi Bello is here, and also Amir Ibrahim. Both of them have been talking concerning sports. They are enjoying themselves, and right now we go foreign. Let's look at some stories in the world of football over there in England. The Premier League, yes, it's coming to an end this weekend. Whether you like it or not, they just have to end it. Although Manchester City, they are the champions of England. And right now, they have taken a cup away from Arsenal for the fact that Arsenal couldn't fight for it till the end of the tournament. Well, match day 38 is coming. Let's look at the fixtures before we come back to talk with Amir and Oluwatomisi. A good one there, just to let you have a feel of what's happening this weekend in the English Premier League match day 38. The battle is over. You can't take anything away, but some teams will be fighting for relegation, and some will be at least trying to see if they can still make it to stay in the EPL. Well, right now, let's talk to Tommy C and Amir. You support Manchester United,
yes,
and you support Chelsea,
yes,
right? Okay, let's look at the fixture again and see where those two teams will be playing for at least the team they'll be facing for this weekend right now. Man United will be playing against Fulham, and Chelsea will be playing against Newcastle United. Man United, Fulham. Your team, they were able to win their game to qualify for Champions League. They've qualified for Champions League. I'm sure you are very happy, right? You are? Okay. Now, Man United, Fulham. Do you see your team winning at Old Trafford for this weekend?
I see them winning, but due to the injury for Anthony, we are going to struggle on the right wing.
Okay, they're going to struggle on the right wing because... go ahead.
Sancho's pace is not that fast, and he can't move that quickly in between defenders. So
that's why you think maybe you won't be able to defeat Fulham?
No, we'll defeat them because Rashford is there.
I like the way you said the Rashford is there. It's like Rashford is your best player in Manchester United?
Yes,
your best
Rashford
player.
and Casemiro is performing very well this
Okay, I love the fact that you mentioned Casemiro. It seems to be the main man of your Manchester United.
Yeah.
Aside him, which other player do you really tilt towards, like, okay, this one another best player?
Fred is struggling a little. I'll say Maguire has improved.
Maguire?
Then Malacia is doing good. De Gea is still okay. The rest are on their good side.
Okay, Manchester United that you know now, I know that's one of the biggest clubs in the world, but this season they struggled even before they were able to make it to Champions League, just 2 days. But right now, what do you think went wrong with your club?
I'll say Martinez's injury in the Europa League, and I'll say Anthony's injury yesterday.
Okay, go ahead. Apart from the fact that Martinez and the player you mentioned now, your coach, Erik ten Hag, you think he has done enough for Manchester United this season?
He can keep doing more.
He has done well.
Yes.
I like that. So, Chelsea, man, you guys will be playing against Newcastle.
Yes.
Newcastle United. And from the way it is, Newcastle, they are actually beating almost everyone they meet. You guys, can you do it? Because against Man United, you lost 4-1. And now you are facing Newcastle. Stamford Bridge, I hope that bridge won't collapse.
No, it won't collapse. I can remember that before the World Cup, we lost. That was our last match before the World Cup. We lost 2-0 to them at St. James's Park. But this time around at Stamford Bridge, I believe that Chelsea can pull out a good result from.
So, what motivates you to think, okay, Chelsea are going to pull up a surprise?
Though our recent form has been bad, nobody wants to end the season with a loss. So I believe the players will be in good morale and try to win their match today.
But despite the fact that they brought so many players, I'm talking about Chelsea now, it's not really going well the way it's been planned.
Yes, it's part of the process. You just have to trust the process. I believe next season Chelsea will perform better, and because when you have plenty of players in your team, the squad depth is quite high. So you need to know the right players to play, who have great cohesion on the field. So that's what Chelsea is struggling with right now. But I believe next season, since we're not going to the Champions League or anything, we'll be able to understand ourselves better and go for the Premier League. Okay, both of you, they've been talking concerning their clubs, Chelsea and Manchester United. Well, we leave your club now. Let's talk about Manchester City. City, they did well upstaging Arsenal. We're talking about Manchester City now. And now you look at their performance when Arsenal was really topping ahead of them, 12 points, 8 points, before you know it, 6 points, and they cut it down. Tommy Singh, what's the secret? Is it the robotic striker, Erling Haaland, that is the secret, or Pep Guardiola, the coach? To you?
I'll say it's Pep Guardiola, because he has been there for over 5 years now. He has won 4 in 5 years. And if Man City win the FA Cup and the Champions League, they'll make it a trouble.
So now, I love the fact that you're finally coming out to talk. You have reserved your energy for Manchester City. I like that, Oluwatomisin. But now, you mentioned Guardiola being the man, is the one that did it, right? But the players like Erling Haaland coming to Manchester City, he was like, okay, he came, what they were missing at the front is able to give them. Don't you think that way?
Yeah.
Okay, so aside Haaland, which other player do you see that really this season in Manchester City, he deserved what they call Bosa in Nigeria?
De Bruyne.
De Bruyne. Why?
He gave passes that, honestly, in football, they are unimaginable to give. He will give a pass, he will curve the other way, he will go straight, somehow he will defy the law of physics and go to Haaland. So for me, De Bruyne tried this season. He was a very good player. He was honestly one of the best in their team. Gundogan too. I'll say Bernardo Silva. He was good in that semi-final against Real Madrid that they won 4-0 to end in 5-1 aggregate.
That's in the show that you follow these football teams, and for the fact that your analysis were really more technical. Now, the Chelsea man, Manchester City this season, really, they dominated everything in football. Champions League, like Tomisin said, they are waiting to face Inter Milan in the final. Then the FA Cup, Manchester United will be playing right now. Now, for this season, your best player in Manchester City?
My best player in Manchester City this season will either be De Bruyne or Haaland.
Okay, both of you are tilting towards the two of them.
Yes, but you have to give it to the other players though. It's not a one-person game, neither is it a two-person game. So like they worked very well to be a very formidable force this season. So
okay, that's why you're pitching the tent towards those two, although there's a teamwork.
Yes.
Okay, let's do something. Let's go to the EPL now. Let's talk about games that will be coming up again, even though we look at Manchester United play against Fulham and Chelsea against Newcastle at Stamford Bridge. Quickly, we look at other matches. Arsenal against Wolverhampton Wanderers, Aston Villa, Brighton. You have Everton fighting for their life against Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Leicester, West Ham, and Southampton against Liverpool. Now, looking at the table, let's look at the way the table is standing for their last game. The last game of the EPL now, from 1 to 10. From 1 to 10, even though the Brentford there, the B actually travel somewhere. But right now, Manchester City, Man City, Arsenal, Man United, Newcastle, Liverpool in that pecking order. The first four, they will play in Champions League. If it ends this way, at least, even in fact, there's nothing Liverpool will do again. Even if they win 100-0, at least they are 4 points behind Newcastle United. So it's now between Man U and Newcastle to see who stay third and who stay fourth, right?
Yes.
Now, for this fourth stand, for you, apart from Manchester City, Arsenal, Man U, Newcastle, between Liverpool and Fulham, which team are you going to say, for you, they are the best? Amir?
I will say Fulham, considering the fact that they just got promoted from the Championship. And being able to finish in the top 10 is very good in your first season back from the Championship. Liverpool had a rough start to the season, but it's good to see them battling for Europa League football next season. So for me, the better team this season when it comes to Liverpool and Fulham is Fulham.
Okay, now let's go to the bottom of the table now. Let's flip it from 11 to 20. That will be for Tomisin as we look at teams. Crystal Palace are standing 11 there. Chelsea are 12th. You have Wolverhampton Wanderers, West Ham, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest. And now the battle for relegation. From the way it is right now, the last they only have one match to play. 4 teams must drop. Look at Leeds. Tomisin, are you there? Now, we have Leicester, we have Leeds, we have Everton, and we have 4 of them. Although for Southampton, confirmed, right? Yeah. Now, between Leeds, Leicester, Everton, even though there's nothing they can do, Nottingham Forest, they are ahead with 4 points, 37 to 33. So even if they win, both of them, all of them are going down. Everton, Leicester, Leeds. But among the 3 now, who do you think will still stay top the way it's aligned between Everton, Leicester, and Leeds?
For me, I want Leicester to stay top because Everton have not been trying this season.
But remember, Iwobi is there, your Nigerian brother. Well, really, it's been a smooth one there. Talking about EPL with the young lads in the studio. And now, let's really run through some games that will be coming up in the remaining 4 leagues in Europe, the top 4 leagues. We talk about La Liga, that's Spanish La Liga, German Bundesliga, Italian Serie A, and also French League One. Let's look at those fixtures. A lot of matches there coming up over there in La Liga, Serie A, not forgetting Bundesliga and also French League One. Matches there, but for England, well, the race is over, even though we know that the Gunners will continue to be so unhappy for the fact that they almost did it, but it's never happened. Well, in the studio, we've had Oluwatomisi Bello. I really want to appreciate your time with us. Although before we wrap it up, we'll take you on transfer story. And Amir too, thank you so much. But right now, let's look at these 3 stories in the world of transfer. Real Madrid are set to announce the signing of Jude Bellingham. Looking at that story there from Borussia Dortmund, they really are so close now from the way it is. They are ready to announce the signature or the signing of Jude Bellingham, who has since agreed to join them from Borussia Dortmund. Let's look at this together. This man is leaving Borussia Dortmund to go to Real Madrid. Do you think he will fit in easily, Tomisi?
There will be a struggle between him and Camavinga.
But between him and Camavinga, who do you think is the best for you?
For me, Camavinga standing tackles makes him to get the ball easier. But Jude Bellingham has the
energy.
I won't say energy. He has the swiftness of a midfielder. Modric's place is confirmed in that team, but it's between Camavinga and Bellingham who
right
will struggle.
For you.
Yes.
Okay, we look at that with Oluwatomisi there. Let's take another story. West Ham midfielder Declan Rice will prefer to join Arsenal this summer, even though Man United, Chelsea all wanted, at least they all want him. But right now, I'm sure, do you want Declan Rice in your team?
Okay, he used to be academy, one of our academy project. It's quite unfortunate to see him wanting to go to Arsenal, yeah. So I hope he changes his mind and stays in West Ham or comes back to Chelsea. Oh,
seriously? Yes. Well, let's look at the last one. Manchester City are prepared to swap Cancelo for Bayern midfielder Joshua Kimmich. They want to get him, at least Cancelo is at least a player of them, but right now they want him to stay with Bayern and they got Joshua Kimmich. From the way it is, you prefer him to stay with them or Kimmich to be with them?
Kimmich is a very vital player for Bayern Munich, but to see him play in the English Premier League is going to be, I'll say, amazing. Amazing
to play for Manchester City.
For him and De Bruyne to be in the same midfield.
So it will be amazing to see him coming to Manchester City, right? Okay, well, a good one there. Talking with the young Amir. Amir, good to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Okay, and the Manchester United man. Thanks so much, Oluwatomisi Bello.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, we'll talk with the children. Today's Children's Day, we are celebrating them, focusing on Nigerian children in sport. And we've been with Oluwatomisi Bello and also Amir Ibrahim, who have been with us in the studio. For children out there, have a splendid weekend as we celebrate your day. I'm Adeniyi Ajishafe. Sport is always business and fitness. Have a splendid weekend. Thanks for watching.